them in another country. Just keep them out because I don't want them tying up our system when it should be open and shut.
That's completely solid by me. I mean, I agree.
I still think they should have a public trial to make sure they are not innocent. Just make sure.
But you can do. I mean,
I don't.
I think it's doubtful that you're gonna find that they're gonna get off completely innocent. I'm sure that there might be a couple in Guantanamo Bay. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but hopefully,
I may not trust our government.
U.S. intelligence has improved since the
Rumsfeld.
early. Since
Just go ahead and name
04,
names.
But it's possible.
Now, I may not trust our government all the time, but on issues like this, I'll go ahead and take their word for who did stuff and who didn't. I mean, that's normally pretty right on. But you got to keep in mind, though, that they're not going to get off scot-free. They're still going to get life in prison. But this guy, I'm calling BS. I'm calling BS on this guy. Oh, America's so great. We can get off with these free trials. It's just a ploy to get the rest of his friends out of death sentences. See, look, everyone, he's changed. He really likes America. Their hatred for this country is so deep-seated. No matter what we do, they will still hate us. And people need to get over that and stop worrying about what every other country thinks about the United States.
I agree with that point.
Well, I didn't mean it as if this guy.
No, I'm not
up
saying
and
that you
said-
did. I'm not saying that you did that.
I don't care at the slightest what other countries think, but it's just a matter of that. I said that as I can. That's why I think some people do it. Is I think that the Obama administration, out of some weird notion, because this is what they're doing. They're doing this, and they're all about it. They're all about like, ooh, how awesome is the drama that these people can be tried a block from the disaster that they caused. And I just think, what the drama isn't worth it if they get off scot-free. So that's just, I don't know. That's my thoughts.
But they're not going to get off scot-free. I would contest that a life in prison would be worse than death, than the death penalty.
I don't, you could try and make that, but let's play a song. We'll come back because we're gonna tie this into that the terrorist 9/11 conspirator is being tried in New York, as Alex said, like a block or two away from the World Trade Center. So we'll be back. All right, welcome back to Informative Wars. Got your weather for you here. It is currently cloudy with it feels like it's cloudy and 45 degrees outside. Wow, excuse me. And it actually feels like 42. Tonight it's going to get down to 40 and it's going to rain. And tomorrow it's going to be high of 47 with some AM showers. So let's get back into this the debate before we left for commercial or for the song here. We were talking to do terrorists convicted of the 9/11 crimes deserve a civilian trial? And they have actually, Eric Holder, the Attorney General for the United States, said that they will pursue them in a civilian trial in New York, about a block away from where they committed the crimes. And yes. Alex, if you want to play the first soundbite, this is a clip of him addressing the media, telling him what the plan is.
The 9/11 cases that will be pursued in federal court have been jointly assigned to prosecutors from the Southern District of New York and the Eastern District of Virginia, and will be brought in Manhattan in the Southern District of New York. After 8 years of delay, those allegedly responsible for the attacks of September the 11th will finally face justice. They will be brought to New York, to answer for their alleged crimes in a courthouse just blocks away from where the Twin Towers once stood. I am confident in the ability of our courts to provide these defendants a fair trial, just as they have for over 200 years. The alleged 9/11 conspirators will stand trial in our justice system before an impartial jury under long-established rules and procedures. I also want to assure the American people that we will prosecute these cases vigorously, and we will pursue the maximum punishment available. These were extraordinary crimes, and so we will seek maximum penalties. Federal rules allow us to seek the death penalty for capital offenses, and while we will review the evidence and circumstances following established protocols, I fully expect to direct prosecutors to seek the death penalty against each of the alleged 9/11.
Conspirators was the last word. Apparently it got cut off there. Anyway, so after hearing the Attorney General speak, what stands out most about his his speech.
Well, he seemed to really be emphasizing that this is going to be in New York, a block from the incident, and I feel like this is drama. This is created for drama. This is about drama. It's about these people will finally get their retribution, all of this stuff. But it was a crime against the whole country. I understand that, yes, this is very much specified to New Yorkers for good reason. I mean, it was their city, but it was our country and it was our economic system. And I don't care if it's dramatic. I don't care if it's for the theatrics, which is something that everyone should admit this administration loves. They're very good at showmen. They have very good showmanship, excuse me. And I think that's what this is about. I don't think that this is about giving them a free and fair trial. I think it's about this is going to be dramatic and awesome because New Yorkers will finally get back at the men who attacked their city.
I agree entirely. That's a great... I didn't really... What stood out to me when I first listened to it, and this time when I listen to it now, was not so much what he was saying, but where he put his emphasis. He said they will be tried in New York, took a break, and then said, in New York, just to make sure we all got it. They are playing the hell out of this. They think this is the greatest thing, and I think that they need to stop focusing on that and realize that it was not necessarily a crime against New York. It was beyond a crime against America. It was against the entire capitalist trade system. I mean, why else would you attack the World Trade Centers?
Well, it was a symbol.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they're making this too much about retribution and more about just the drama. And look how much fun we're having, and just this administration just thrives on it. And it's honestly quite frustrating to me.
Even if they were going with the route of bringing them to New York, only blocks away from it, to like cause some remorse or anything, I think these terrorists would be proud of it and would not have any remorse for what they did just by seeing it.
Yeah, they might be actually bold and be like, look what I did, you know?
Exactly. I really don't think that there's any kind of emotions it's going to cause these terrorists. I can't imagine they're going to drive by the construction site, which they might do when they're taken to the courthouse. They're going to drive by that and be like, "Oh, I can't believe I did that," and they're going to somehow be emotionally affected. They'll be proud if anything.
These people are devoted to their cause and they want to die for it.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't get why you would risk doing this.
Yeah, and I'm not. As far as I'm concerned, again, we already had this debate, but I don't care if they get a fair trial. I don't, and I think that they should have kept them, and just done a military tribunal, because we all know the military would have put them to death. Yeah. I mean, and now you're going to get into this possibility where they may not get it. And if you killed, was like 1,700 people, or I don't remember,
that died in the attacks of September 11th. It was in the upward 2,900.
Whatever. If you kill that many innocent people, you should be put to death. I personally, I think if you kill one person, you should be put to death. But the fact that he might get just life in prison, which, by the way, life in prison, 3 square meals a day, a place to sleep, not that bad of a gig.
But I mean, if it would be a little different if these were, it's like, I agree, but it's also not the same kind of punishment, because a way to spin this, and I don't agree with this at all, but a way to spin this would be, well, these guys want to die and want to die for their cause because in their beliefs that they get some incredible reward in their afterlife. And so let's make them stay alive and sit in a box. But that's the only other way I can think of to spin this. I'm just trying to see it from the other side, and I'm not really seeing anything that's that great. So I'd rather them be off the face of the earth.
Yeah, I mean, that's a solid point, but I think they're trained to wait. They're very patient. The religion of Islam is very patient.
What do you mean?
Well,
like, where are you? Okay, sorry.
Let me get to the point.
I'll let you finish.
I'm trying to draw it out. I don't know why. I'm just trying to be. I'm trying to be artistic.
Sorry,
I guess
I do it all the time.
I'm trying to be artistic, I guess. But anyway, it's a patient and very quiet religion usually, and they're trained to wait till their life is over to get these 72 virgins, their prize at the end of their life or their afterlife. That I think putting them in a box for 50 years isn't going to be a big deal to them. I mean, that's really not going to just make their, oh darn, I have to wait 50 more years. They'll wait and just keep reading. I can't think of what it's called.
The Quran.
Quran. Emma said Torah. That's wrong religion. That would have.
All right.
Anyway.
Well, let's move on to our next topic.
Definitely.
Okay. So, one suggestion by a Des Moines Register reporter to help save the state money is to consolidate the administrative staffs for all 3 major state universities into one staff. Now,